This is Top Contender Boxing. We keep it real, 100 and unbiased. Today's topic is the reports of Canelo turning down the $100 million fight against Errol Spence and Benavidez. I mean, hey, Canelo turns down $100 million here and there. The man has money. The man is not boxing for money. I think the man has spoken since day one. It's all about a legacy. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, 100 and unbiased. I like Errol Spence. I have no hate on the man. But one thing about fighting Errol Spence, what do you gain fighting a 147 pounder? What is there to gain? Canelo's at 175 fighting that competition. People say, oh, well, we don't want to see GG3. Well, what makes you think GG3 is going to happen? Those are just speculations. Canelo picks his opponents. He's the top dog. He can pick whoever he pleases. I'm pretty sure he's going to fight better PF. I mean, but for the Errol Spence rumors, personally, I believe, and people got to understand this, because there's people that are very biased, and you know they're fanboys. They are fanboys. I like Canelo a lot, but I ain't no fanboy Canelo. I've respected him. I've earned respect. I've watched him since he was a kid. But the thing with Errol Spence, I've seen him since he first started boxing. I've seen him on the PBC. I've seen him on HBO. But let's keep it real, 100 unbiased. Errol Spence, he's only fought at 147 from the Golden Gloves to now. That man is 32 years old. He's never changed weight divisions. What does that tell you? He's never changed weight divisions. Canelo's fought at 147 when he was 18, 19. Canelo's moved up from 155 to 154 to 160 to 168 to 175. So you expect Canelo to go down 5 weights to fight Errol Spence? Oh, so you expect Canelo to fight at a catch weight, 160 to fight Errol Spence? And for what? If they meet at a catch weight, there's going to be no belts at the line. You think Canelo wants those belts at 147? Even if they fight at a catch weight? That doesn't even sound right, because people were embarrassing Canelo for trying to have a catch weight against Bivol at, what was it, 165? And Bivol was the one that said he's willing to fight at a catch weight. When Canelo announced that, oh, people were hating on Canelo for the meetup. But let's just be honest about this. Errol Spence should keep it in his lane. You know, stop calling out Canelo. Why doesn't he go call out Crawford? Why doesn't he go call out Charlos? Why doesn't he try to go fight at 154? Why doesn't he try to go fight at 160? That should be the real topic. Why hasn't Errol Spence moved from 147? I mean, the topic should be, hey, is Errol Spence a weight bully, a true weight bully? He's been there since the Golden Gloves. That means since he was 16, 17 years old. I mean, how old is he now? 32? Let me say that again, 32 years old. Canelo's 31. He's already moved up 5 weights. I mean, the weight he's at right now is a good weight. His opponent is a good opponent. His opponent is undefeated. His opponent is a champion. So it's not like Canelo's fighting nobody. And the good thing is, you know, the people that say, oh, he is fighting nobody, I've never heard of him. Good, you never heard of him. That just goes to tell you you're not paying attention about boxing. You're only paying attention to your favorite fighter. I mean, the thing is, you got to pay attention to every fighter. If you're a true boxing fan, you pay attention to the lower weights, to the middle weights, to the higher weights, to the heavyweights, to the weights you don't never heard about. I mean, hey, how are we going to hate on a champion? No one's hating on Errol Spence on this channel. We're just pointing out the facts. I mean, personally, Errol Spence should be fighting at 154 or 160. He's been at 147 his whole entire career and hasn't fought Bud Crawford. That should tell you something already. No hate on him, but he should stay in his own lane. Because personally, Canelo's on different lanes here. And I personally believe it wasn't Errol Spence that called for the Canelo fight. I think it was PBC. You know, PBC got their own agenda. And now for the Benavidez fight. What do you gain from Benavidez? What do you gain from Benavidez? Just that people want to hear about it, want to fight about it, want to see it. This is something Canelo doesn't need to involve himself in. This man lost the belt the first time over coke, you know, drugs. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but hey, that's coke. You lose your belt over drugs. Just like you lose your job over drugs. That's reasonable. Then he loses his job, then he loses his belt again over weight problems. Like, come on, dude, if you're a professional, you make good money, you gotta support your family, you go over here and, you know, cheat yourself on the weight, on the scale. I mean, that's why Caleb Plant didn't want to give him a chance, because he didn't want to give Caleb Plant a chance. That fight should have happened a while ago. I don't get why PBC is trying to go bug somebody and make Canelo look bad by calling out a man that's not even a part of your promotions, that's not even in your division no more. I mean, Canelo, hey, he can just give up the belts at 68, but he's waiting. He's waiting for Benavidez to fight Caleb Plant. He's actually giving these fighters a chance. But instead, no, they're trying to go straight to the big dog instead of fight. I mean, come on. Like I'm saying, Errol Spence is trying to go to the big dog without the big fight. Why hasn't he fought Bud Crawford? Why hasn't Benavidez fought Caleb Plant or any of the 68ers? I don't know. But Canelo, he's fighting a top dog at 75, an undefeated fighter, an undefeated Russian. And we both know this man hasn't been hurt. He hasn't been truly tested before. So he's going to be tested on May 7th. Personally, I don't even think it's going to go that far and that long. If Benavidez has sparred Bivol, and this is all Benavidez' mouth, that Canelo's going to hurt him to the body. Well, what I don't get is, well, then why hasn't Benavidez moved up weight? If this man is takeable, fight a Zurdo, or fight a Bivol, or better be it. What's he looking for? A payday, right? Just a payday. Most of these fighters are looking for paydays. So at least, you know what? Benavidez should stay in his lane. Go fight a Caleb Plant. Go fight a Charlo. Go fight a Bubu Andre. Go fight somebody. Go fight somebody so Canelo can take notice. Because that's what he's looking for. Canelo's taking notice. He wants to take notice on who's got this. Because right now he's trying to clear up 75. What he's trying to do is something you people don't understand. And you know who you people are. You some people who like to doubt him, make channels and say, oh look, you know, he doesn't want to take 100 million. Oh, there's a reason. He's making 100 million somewhere else, fighting bigger names for legacy. The money doesn't matter. People gotta understand that. The money doesn't matter when you're Canelo rich. It's all about legacy. And that's how it should be. All about legacy. I think once you're settled at a good job and you make great money, it's all about being the best at your job. It's point blank. So with that, for the May 7th bout, I think Canelo's going to finish him within 5 to 6 rounds to the body. It's not going to be, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a duke. They're going to duke it up, it's going to be a phone booth fight. Bivol's going to move backwards a little bit, but I got Canelo going to the body and hurting him. I don't think Canelo's going to come out hurt in this fight. This weight that he's at is very good for him. So him going back down to fight Errol Spence at 160 wouldn't be beneficial for his body. He'd be losing. So basically, you know, that's out of the question. Him fighting Benavidez, well, he needs to fight someone of name. He needs to fight someone of name. Because I don't think Canelo's going to go back and fight Triple G. See, there, Benavidez can fight Triple G. Tell Triple G to move up to 68 and get that fight from Benavidez. Why isn't PBC trying to make that fight? Why isn't PBC trying to make the Bubu fight? I don't know. But Canelo, I think once he's done with the people, he's going to fight Benavidez. Then he's going to unify at 175. And I don't know what the next excuse would be for other people, that he ducked all these other fighters just so he can unify again. I mean, make that make sense. That's all I got to say. Make that make sense. Please like and subscribe.